Namaskar. Shloka 1. The Invocation. Ganadhish soish sarva gunansa mularambha arambhato nirgunansa namo sharada mula chatvara vacha gamupantha anantaya raghavacha Jai Raghuveer Samartha. Before Swami Samartha Ramdas speaks to the mind, before even uttering the first instruction, he begins with a Mangala Charana, an auspicious invocation. Before the teaching, a bowing. Because he knows something we often forget. No journey can begin with the ego alone. We need to call upon a will and intelligence way stronger and wiser than our own. Let us break this down line by line. Line 1. Ganadhisha Zoisha Sarva Gunansa. Notice, Ramdas is not hailing Ganesha as the remover of outer obstacles. He is invoking Ganesha as the Lord of the Ganas, the one who brings to order the wild, chaotic, unrefined and very powerful impulses within our own mind. He is invoking Ganesha as the Lord of all gunas, the three mental temperaments, the qualities that shape our inner world and thus our outer reality. As the Bhagavad Gita teaches, human life is meant to be a purposeful movement through these gunas, from tamas to rajas to sattva and ultimately beyond them all, gunatita. From these gunas arises the entire landscape we call ourselves. Tamas, inertia, heaviness, confusion. Rajas, movement, drive, but the restlessness that accompanies it. Sattva, clarity, balance, a quiet devotion. Every quality we express, every state we pass through moves within this triad. And all of it, without exception, falls under Ganesha's governance. Why? Because Ganesha symbolizes the Buddhi, the discerning intellect within us, the subtle governor behind every rise of tamas, every surge of rajas, every stillness of sattva. He is the intelligence through which these qualities are known, directed and transcended. Line 2. Mularambha arambha to nirgunansa. And yet, this Ganesha, who is the Lord of all saguna, all manifest qualities, is also the beginning of the nirguna, the attributeless, the formless, the absolute. Hang on. This is not a contradiction. Arjuna had a similar question for Krishna in chapter 12 of the Bhagavad Gita. What guarantees spiritual edification, O Krishna? The worship of form or the worship of the formless? This is Vedanta distilled into a single line. Form is the doorway to the formless. Saguna is the raft to Nirguna. Shakti is the path to Shiva. You must not and cannot bypass the manifest world to reach the unmanifest divine. You go through. There's a quote I grapple to my soul. I sought to hear the voice of God and climbed the highest steeple. God declared, go down again, I live amongst your people. Swami Samartha Ramdas knew this in his bones. Line 3. Namo Sharada Mula Chatvara Vacha. We bow to Sharada, goddess Saraswati, the root of the 4 forms of speech. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama, Vaikhali. From the deepest unspoken vibration in the cosmos to the flash of knowing, to the idea taking shape within, to the word that finally leaves our lips and enters the world, Swami Samartha Ramdas is saying, before I begin to instruct your mind or mine, I bow to the very source of speech itself. I remember words from the Gospel of John I first heard as a child growing up in a Christian boarding school. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So before guidance, before instruction, before even thought, Ramdas bows to that word. Indeed, the ultimate prostration. Line 4. Gamu Pantha Ananta Ya Raghuvatsa. And now, with Ganesha invoked, with Sharada bowed to, where are we going? Ananta, the endless path. Raghuvatsa, of Rama. Not a destination, a path. Not a finish line, a direction. Ramdas is telling us from the very first breath, this is not a self-help program with 10 steps or 205 and a certificate at the end. This is an endless walk toward Rama, toward the self. And on this mortal plane, in this human form, the walking itself is the point. So before the mind is addressed, corrected, loved, scolded, cajoled, redirected, Swami Samartha Ramdas has already shown us how to begin harnessing it. Non-negotiably, daily, bring the Buddhi, your discernment, to the forefront. Let it lead. Understand this, there are no shortcuts. A life lived well within creation will take you back to the Creator. Honor the source of your speech, that very power that can build you or break you and everyone around you. And then take that first step without hesitation. Because once you begin walking, the path reveals itself. Have you noticed something here? It gave me goosebumps. Before the teaching even begins, so much has already been taught. Until next week, Krishnaya Arpanamastu.